Next problem is about sales book. See, this is the format of sales book. All columns are same. There is no difference between purchase book and sales book format except one column, that is outward invoice number column. In purchase book, we used to write inward invoice number column. Now, why we are writing outward invoice? Let us see. This is firm and we are selling goods to customers. Then, who prepares invoice? Always a seller prepares. Then we prepare invoice and we send that invoice to customer. So invoice is going from us. Therefore, we should write outward invoice number. And each invoice serially numbered and dated. We preserve them and here final amount we write in sales book. And if you want to know the details of that transaction, then that particular invoice you should refer. Now, this is a question. On 1st January 2018, goods sold to Shaker 3000 rupees. How to record that? Before solving this problem, you should know some important points. Sales are of two types. Sometimes firm sells goods. Sometimes fixed assets. Fixed assets means, for example, machinery, building, land, furniture, etc. Then goods fixed asset differences in my previous video I have explained. So first you have to watch that video, subsidiary books part 1. In description box of present video I am giving that link. After watching that, if you see this video, then it will be clear to you. Then goods are sold for cash or on credit. Similarly, fixed asset also we may sell for cash or on credit. Therefore, total 4 types of sales are there. When goods are sold for cash, when goods are sold on credit, when fixed asset is sold for cash, when fixed asset is sold on credit. Now, this problem includes all these 4 types of sales. We should not record all of them in sales book. When goods are sold on credit, then only we should enter that in this present book. Then remaining sales, where they go? You know, total 8 subsidiary books are there. This is cash transaction, so it goes in cash book. Fixed asset sold for cash. This is also a cash transaction, record in cash book. And when fixed asset is sold on credit basis, we should enter that in journal proper. First transaction is goods sold to Shaker. While solving this problem, for every transaction, you should observe 2 points. First one is what we are selling, goods or fixed asset. Take one stationery shop. Regularly what he sells? Stationery items. They come under goods. And rarely he sells fixed assets. For example, he is using one fan. Fan is totally damaged. He replaced it with one new one. Then damaged fan, will he throw in dustbin? No. He sells that on scrap basis. Is it a regular transaction? No. Rarely he sells fixed assets. Therefore, remember, if there is no information regarding what he is selling, then assume that he is selling goods, because generally we sell goods. If fixed asset is sold, since this is a rare transaction, compulsory he gives in the question. Sold machinery, sold building, like that. Then next point is how they are selling. That also you should observe. Sometimes they sell for cash. Means what? This is firm. Here customer is there. We sold goods to customer. Goods are going and immediately customer paid cash. On the same day, transaction is completed. We sold goods to him and we got our money. Sometimes customer may give check. That also comes under cash transaction. Clear? Then what is meant by credit sale? We are selling goods to customer. Goods are going, but cash is not coming. Customer requested us to allow some credit facility to him. Customer took 1 month time. After 1 month, cash is going to come. This is called credit sale. Now, how to identify whether one transaction comes under cash sale or credit sale? We should observe one point here. If customer name is given in the transaction, that is credit sale. If customer name is not given, that is cash sale. Why like that? Because where we want to know the customer's name? Only in case of credit transaction. We are running business. Customer came to our shop. We sold the goods, we took the money. Then we need not to inquire about customer's details. We need not to remember customer's name. When we ask his name, when we remember his details, only in case of credit transaction, because he is becoming debtor to us. In future, we should get money from him. Clear? Therefore, when customer name is given, that is credit sale. If name is not given, it is cash sale. Now observe this. Goods sold to Shaker. 2 points we should observe now. First one, what we are selling. Clearly is mentioning goods we are selling. And how we are selling that? Customer name is given. Means it is credit sale. We should enter. In date column, write down the transaction date. You need not to start with a to or by. Directly, customer's name we should record. Shaker. Outward invoice number. In the question, if any invoice number is given, write down that number. Since invoice numbers are not there, we put 1. LF number. What we supposed to write here? When you work in any organization, then these entries again you are going to record them in ledger book. In ledger, in 1/17th page, you prepare this Shaker account and you posted this transaction in this account. Now, when we are referring this sales book, we want to know whether we posted that entry properly in ledger or not. We want to refer ledger book also. Then every page in ledger we cannot search. So, if you write this 117 here, then it becomes easy to us. Directly 1/17th page in ledger we open, there we can see the Shaker account. We can know whether this transaction is properly posted or not. That is the use of ledger folio number column. Since you are a student, since there are no books with you, you need not to write any ledger folio number column. You need not to write any number in ledger folio number column. Leave it. Then in amount column, write down the transaction amount. Then next one, sales. 2 points we should observe. First one, what we are selling. Nothing is given. Then regularly what we sell? Goods. If fixed asset is sold, compulsory that asset name will be given. Since asset name is not given, we have to assume that we are selling goods. For cash or on credit basis, how to identify that? Search for customer's name. Customer name is not given. Sold goods to Prabhu, sold goods to Ravi, like that is not giving. When customer name is not given, then what is the meaning of that? It is cash sale. Where it goes? Other subsidiary book, that is cash book. Therefore, while preparing sales book, we should ignore this transaction. Then next one, sold goods to Gopal 4,000 rupees. What we sold? Goods. How we sold? On credit, because customer name is given. Means we should consider this transaction. 10th date, Gopal. Invoice number 2. Now, amount. While writing the amount, observe, trade discount is given. In my first part of subsidiary books, I clearly explained what is meant by trade discount, cash discount, everything. Now, trade discount we should calculate. 4,000 rupees the value. On that, 10% will be 400. So, we are selling goods to Gopal. Gopal is buying in bulk. So, he asked some discount to us. While selling the goods, we are allowing discount to him. How much worth goods he is buying? 4,000. Catalog price is 4,000. Since he wants discount, we allowed 400 discount to him. Then finally, how much he is going to pay? 3,600 rupees. He is liable to pay only 3,600. So, our final sale amount is 3,600. No, that amount only we should show in outer column. 3,600 rupees. How that amount came? Show in inner column. Sale value is 4,000 minus trade discount on 4,000, 10%. It will be 400. Then the remaining amount is 3,600 rupees. Now, next one is sold furniture to Krishna. What we are selling? Furniture. And how we are selling that? Person name is given, means on credit basis. When fixed asset is sold on credit, where it goes? Last subsidiary book, that is journal proper. Therefore, we should not record here. Ignore this transaction. Next one, sold goods to Sai for cash. What we are selling? Goods. Okay. Person name is also given. Okay. But clearly is giving that we sold the goods for cash. Then it is cash transaction. It goes in cash book. We should not consider even this transaction also. Now, transactions we entered in sales book. The next step is what? These amounts are to be totaled. 6,600 is our total credit sale. In this manner, you have to prepare sales book. Now, let us see how to post these transactions in ledger book. When we prepare ledger, first sales account we open and all individual customers accounts also we open. Therefore, we open Shekhar account and Gopal account. Let us see how to post these transactions. Assume that there are 100 sales transactions like this. If you write journal entries instead of sales book, if you write journal, then the problem is that 100 sales entries one by one we should post in sales account. Time waste process. But the advantage of sales book is you need not to post 100 transactions one by one. Only the total sale figure 6,600. If you post here, that is enough. Now we said we should post, see, sales is an income to us. Incomes come under nominal accounts. Expenses, losses, incomes, gains, they come under nominal accounts now. Then what is nominal account rule? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Since sales is income to us, sales account shows credit balance. Means we said we should write the total credit side. Credit side 6,600. What should be the date? Present month is January. January month last date is 31st. So write down this date. What to write in particulars column? Don't write by Shekhar, by Gopal. We should write by sundries as per. From which book we are taking this amount? Sales book now. Therefore, as per sales book. What is the meaning of that? These 100 transactions we wrote. When we mention sundries word, sundries means various. When we mention sundries word, there the meaning is we are writing all those 100 customer names here. That is the advantage of subsidiary book. Only one time if you post that amount, that is enough. Then balance it. Credit side total is more. Therefore, that amount comes in debit side. Date is last date of the month. What to write? To balance carried down. Clear? Assume that there is cash sale also. Then what is the entry for cash sale? Cash account debtor to sales account. Then that entry also we should post in sales book. Then what happens? Credit sales are in credit side. So credit side we should write by cash. Assume that cash sale amount is 2,000 rupees. Then credit total is 8,600. Then here balance becomes 8,600. So remember, in sales account, how we post the transactions? From sales book, total credit sale we can post, and from cash book, all cash sales also we should enter. Then, in individual customer accounts, how to post them? Let us observe. See the first one. We sold goods to Shekhar on credit. What is the entry? Shekhar account debtor to sales account. Now, in sales account, it is coming in credit side. Then in Shekhar account, we said we should post. Since Shekhar is in debit side, we should write. What to write? Write down another account name. To sales account, Shekhar amount is 3,000 rupees. We said we posted this debit side. Similarly, Gopal account. Gopal account debtor to sales account. Gopal is in debit. Therefore, debit side we should write to sales account and amount is 3,600. So remember how to post the sales transactions in ledger. In sales account credit side and in customer accounts debit side. Clear? In this manner we should prepare sales book. Now purchase returns book. Next problem is about purchase returns book. See, except debit note number column, remaining columns are same. Then, which returns we should record here? Running a firm. We purchased goods from one supplier. So, goods are coming. Clear? And we are not satisfied with the quality of goods. And assume that we purchased from supplier for cash. Then we cannot return those goods. In case of cash purchases, replacement may be possible. Or we returned the goods and we got money. So transaction is completed. Then which type of returns we should record in purchase returns book? Once we purchased the goods on credit, now we are returning. So credit purchase returns we record in purchase returns book. Then see the first transaction. Returned goods to Rajesh. How we should record this? In date column, write down the transaction date. Who is the supplier here? Rajesh. Now, what is debit note number? Let us see clearly. See, we are returning now. Means what? Once we purchased goods from Rajesh. We are returning on 5th now. Assume that on 1st January 18, before this date, firm purchased goods from Rajesh on credit. So what are coming to us? Goods. What entry we write here? Purchases account debtor to Rajesh. For example, 1000 rupees. Then in Rajesh account, we said we posted this entry. Rajesh is in credit. So credit side on 1st January 2018 by purchases 1000 rupees we wrote. If you calculate the balance on that day, then Rajesh account shows a credit balance. You know, which side total is more, account shows that balance. This account in Rajesh account credit side total is more. So Rajesh account is showing a credit balance. What is the meaning of that? If any person account shows a credit balance, then the meaning is he is a creditor to us. Means firm is liable to Rajesh for how much amount? 1000 rupees. But on 5th day, we are returning 200 worth goods to him. What is the entry for that? Rajesh account debtor to purchase returns account 200. Now we said we should post this entry. Rajesh is in debit. Therefore, debit side on 5th date to purchase returns 200. Now, if you balance this account, how much balance comes? 800 rupees. Credit total minus debit total. This is your balance carried down. So what happened? On first date, when we purchased goods from Rajesh, we are liable to Rajesh for 1000 rupees. But since we returned 200 worth goods to him, now we need not to pay 1000. We have to pay only 800 rupees. If you observe here, on first date, what entry we wrote? Purchases account debtor to Rajesh 1000. When we purchased goods from Rajesh, Rajesh account is credited in our books. Since we are returning the goods to him in our books, we are debiting his account. He should know that. Therefore, by informing to Rajesh that in our books we have debited your account, we are sending debit note. So debit notes will be serially numbered and dated. We preserve them in debit note file, and whenever you want to know the details of these returns, then open that file, debit note file, and assume that we have given one number to this particular debit note. Then refer that first debit note. Here you can see the details of that returns. That is the use of debit note number. Then next one is what? Goods returned to Ravi. Now 19th date, supplier's name is Ravi, value is 300 rupees. Then put the total. In this way we should prepare purchase returns book. Now how to post them in ledger? Purchase returns account we should open, and those suppliers names, Rajesh account, Ravi account also we should open. Now in purchase returns account we said we should post, see, purchase returns come under nominal account. Purchases expenditure, no, we are debiting it. Therefore purchase returns account shows a credit balance. Therefore that total amount credit side we should post. When last date of the month, 31st March 18. What to write? By sundries as per, from which book we are taking this 500 rupees? Purchase returns book, no? So as per purchase returns book. Then debit side, 31st January 18 to balance carried down 500 rupees. Clear? And in individual accounts, how to post these transactions? First one, Rajesh. Now, first one, goods returned to Rajesh. What is the entry for this? Rajesh account debtor to purchase returns account. In purchase returns account, credit side we posted this. Rajesh is in debit, no? So in Rajesh account, debit side you have to post purchase returns 200 rupees. Similarly in Ravi account also, to purchase returns 300 rupees. So be clear with this point. In case of purchase returns book, how to prepare the ledger? In purchase returns account credit side we should post the total, and in individual suppliers accounts debit side we should post them. Now next book is sales returns book. See this problem, except credit note number column, remaining columns are same. Now sales returns book, which transactions we should enter in this? Once we sold goods to customer on credit. Now customer is returning these goods to us. Then we record them in sales returns book. See the first one. Returned goods by Rahul. This is firm. Rahul is our customer. Once we sold goods to Rahul. Now on 8th date, Rahul is returning goods to us. Then in date column, write down the date. Customer's name is Rahul. Amount is 300. Now, what is credit note number? Let us see clearly. Once we sold goods to Rahul, no? assume that we sold goods to Rahul on second date and amount is 500 rupees. So what entry we pass there? Rahul account debtor to sales account 500. When? On 2nd January. Then in Rahul account, how we posted this? Rahul is in debit, therefore debit side to sales account 500 rupees. On second date we posted like this. If you balance Rahul account on second date, then which balance it shows? Since debit side total is more, it shows debit balance. When a person account shows debit balance, what is the meaning of that? That person is liable to us. He is a debtor to us. Rahul has to pay 500 rupees to us. But on 8th date what happened? Rahul returned some goods to us. Then what is the entry on 8th date? Sales returns account debtor to Rahul account and amount is 300 rupees. Now if you post this entry in Rahul account, then since Rahul is in credit side you should post this by sales returns 300 rupees. Now on 8th date, after posting these sales returns, if you calculate the balance carried down amount will be 200 rupees. Then what is the meaning of that? Now Rahul is not a debtor for 500. Since he returned 300 worth of goods on 8th, now he is liable to us only for 200 rupees. When we sold goods to Rahul, in our books we debited his account. Now when he is returning goods to us, in our books we are crediting his account. He should know about that. For that sake, we prepare credit note. So remember, debit note, credit note. These two are prepared by whom? By the firm only. Now in credit note, we mention the details of these returns. So which goods are returned? What are the reasons for that returns? Everything. Then we give serial numbers to this credit note based on the dates. Say we mention 5. Then what is the meaning of that? We preserve all these credit notes in a particular file, and when you want to know the details of these returns, then open that credit note file, go to 5th credit note. There you can see the details of this transaction. Clear? That is the use of credit note. Since credit note numbers are not given in the question, we assume that 1, 2, 3 like that we are giving the numbers. Write down 1. Then next one, goods returned from Raj. Once we sold goods to him, now he is returning these goods to us. This is also sales returns. Write down here 15th date. Now third one, 20th. Anand returned goods. Who is returning? Anand is returning to us. So once we sold goods to Anand on credit, now he is returning the goods to us. It is also sales returns transaction. Therefore enter here on 20th date. The amount is 500. Then put the total in particulars column, write down. Put the In particulars column, write down total. Then let us see how to post these transactions in ledger book. In ledger, open sales returns account and all customers accounts individually. Rahul account, Raj account and Anand account. Now in sales returns account, we said we should post this transaction. Let us see. Sales income comes under nominal account. As per nominal account rule, we should credit. Sales shows credit balance. Sales returns account, always it shows a debit balance because our income is reduced now. Then since it shows a debit balance, this total amount debit side we should post. What should be the date? Last date of the month, 31st January 18. What to write? You need not to write individual customer names here. Simply write down two sundries as per, from which book you are taking that amount? Sales returns book. So sundries means various. Means all these names one by one we wrote here. Sundries word gives that meaning only. Then credit side, at the end of the month, write down by balance carried down 900 rupees. In this manner, you have to close this account. Then come to customer accounts. First one, goods returned by Rahul. What is the entry? Sales returns account debtor to Rahul account. In sales returns account, debit side we posted this, and since Rahul account is credited in the journal entry, in Rahul account credit side we should post this transaction. So 8th date by what to write? Other account name, by sales returns account. Don't write the total. Rahul amount 300 rupees. Similarly, in Raj account, by sales returns, Raj amount 100 rupees. In Anand account, by sales returns account 500 rupees. Remember, in ledger how to post sales returns transactions? In sales returns account debit side we should post that, and in customer accounts credit side we have to post.